Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives. So I haven't picked up any box sets here for 6 or 7 months, and now we got 2 in a row. I guess that's the way it goes. So today I'm going to give you my thoughts on this brand new set from KREATOR featuring Enemy of God from 2005 and Hordes of Chaos from 2009, remastered box set. Also, I'm going to do some comparisons with what I have. I have some 2017 reissues on vinyl, and I have some original CDs. I'll just talk a little bit about, the sound and, the remastering process. Did I notice anything? Was there a huge difference? And just let you guys know if you're on the fence about getting this set. I'm going to show you more about this set in a second. Just want to cover off a couple other Big Four news. Brand new song from Destruction called No Kings, No Masters. That was released June 6th. And fantastic song. And what they've done is they're just releasing a 12-inch of that and a cover of Fast as a Shark. So I have not heard the cover song yet, but I mean, I love that song, and usually I like any version that a band does of it because it's such a great song. So that 12-inch is getting released July 10th through via Napalm Records. There's also a t-shirt. I did order the t-shirt and the blue vinyl. There is also a gold vinyl. So the blue and gold vinyl sold out already, and the red version has, a few copies left. So grab that if you're a Destruction fan. Looking forward to a new album from them. Most likely, probably first half of 2025. They just released one song to tie us over for now. And Tankard news, there is a set that is coming. After they were dropped from Noise Records, they went over to Century Media for 2 albums. Disco Destroyer in '88, and then King of Beer in 2000. And then they were, dropped from Century Media and signed with AFM Records. Anyways, there is a 2 vinyl set plus a vinyl, 1 extra vinyl of another kind of an EP or something. That is available at Reaper Entertainment. Also available as a CD set, a 3 CD set. And the vinyl and CDs are also available individually, which I will probably go the individual route. I just most of my I do have that Tankard box set, but other than that I just have CDs, so I'll probably just go for the CDs. We'll see. I haven't pre-ordered anything on that. And they have on that they have those are remastered for Disco Destroyer and King of Beer. Also updated artwork, which in this case I don't mind because the original artwork is actually shit. And also they have some t-shirts available for each album cover and some hoodies if you're interested, with some Big Four news. Nothing to tell you about Sodom right now. Well, I wore the t-shirt, so we covered all the bases. So back to this box set. I was excited to get this, and it took a while to get here. That was actually released May 24th. If I haven't said, via Nuclear Blast. And believe it or not, this is my first Nuclear Blast box set. So what you have here is Enemy of God, 2 LP gatefold, 4-page booklet of Remastered, 2 CD digipack remastered, including bonus CD Wacken Open Air 2005, which is really good. I listened to that already. Well, I listened to it all, but only listened to the live album once, and it's awesome. Then we have Hordes of Chaos, 1 LP gatefold, 4-page booklet, remastered, plus bonus tracks, which is 2 bonus tracks. And then you have the 2 CD digipack remastered, plus the 2 bonus tracks. And included in this set is Hordes of Chaos Remixed, which when I first heard about it, I was intrigued, and then I heard a song and I was like, okay, we're gonna have to check this out. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that too. Bonus content, Creator Demon Mask, which if you see me in the thumbnail, that thing reeks. I just can't stand that smell. But anyways, it's a cool mask. I'll show it to you in a second. And then we have Creator comic book number 2 and number 3. Comic book number 1 came with the Violent Revolution box set that was released in 2001, if you're wondering. So yeah, sturdy box, nice and heavy. I'm going to open this up and show you how it was packed. And by the way, it came very well packed from Nuclear Blast. It was a box within a box. So yeah, so here it is. There's the cover. I'm just going to set that aside. You've already seen that. And then I'll hold up how it was packed. So this is how it's packed. We had Enemy of God vinyl on top. And then, and we'll show you those in a second. And then we have Hordes of Chaos. And then inside the 2 comic books, so you have Graphic Violence Chapter 2 right here. And then Graphic Violence Chapter 3 right here. And this is how the CDs and the mask. The mask is in a bag, which is good and blocks some of that smell. But here's how the CDs are put in here, the digipacks. And there is Enemy of God. And then we'll pop out Hordes of Chaos. And that's how it sits in here. And we'll pull out this mask right now. So we'll just set that aside and show you that in a second. But what I'm going to do is just kind of compare what I have from this set and give you, like I said, give you some of my thoughts. Let's just set that aside and we'll show you that in a second. So first up in the set is Enemy of God. And what I was hoping was they didn't change anything, because what they did, and it was kind of a bummer with when Nuclear Blast acquired the rights to release these albums, which were all originally on SPV Steamhammer, what they did with Violent Revolution is they changed the cover, the color scheme. It's here is the reissue from 2021. I think I said 2001 before. Anyways, here is the reissue from Nuclear Blast. And I'll show you my 2017, which is true to the original from 2001. Here is the actual color, how it's supposed to look like, and here is the big difference with the color. I don't know why they darkened it like that, but not a major deal, but you know, why do it? But and they also kind of condensed the Creator logo, which I've always loved the Creator logo. But there is that. So if you remember that, but sound-wise and stuff, I mean, there was no issue with that. And then after Violent Revolution came out, I'm like, okay, probably just a matter of time until they release this, release the next 2. But I didn't think they would bundle it up like this. And so far, this set is the only way you can get these albums, as far as I know, or as far as I've seen. So in this set, the vinyl did come sealed, which makes me think possibly, well, quite likely these are going to get issued or separately at some point in the future, as well as the CDs. I think it's kind of the way things are going lately. There's a lot of what I call double dipping, or, you know, giving the customer this package and then later on breaking it all down and making it available. I mean, I guess that's just the way they're marketing things. But yeah, so the vinyl was sealed, CDs were not. So let's take a look at 2005's Enemy of God. Here's the reissue of that. Now, I will compare it to my 2017 and kind of show you what they've done. They haven't changed much. The artwork's really good, but there are subtle changes. The back cover is still like that. And what they've done is kind of followed suit of what they did with Violent Revolution, even some of their other 90s stuff. They did this style where they've, here's the gatefold of the newly remastered. now it's a nice write-up and telling you kind of what went on. So as far as that gatefold, it's not true to the original, but it did come with a nice 2-page booklet with all the lyrics. So instead there's that, which the lyrics came with the 2017 too. So I'll show you the vinyl for that, and then we'll compare those two covers. So this is Enemy of God is a 2-disc set on splatter. This is red, black, and clear. There is the center ring on that side, and then band shot on that side. Anti-static sleeves, I mean 99.9% of the time you're going to get that from Nuclear Blast. Always a nice touch. So that is a 2-disc set. And then we will show you my 2017, which is very true to the original. Here is my 2017. And so far you don't see big differences, but I'll show you here in a second. And gatefold on that one looks like that. So what they've done here, the artwork is actually pretty good, but they've added some kind of red mist all around the corners and the bottom corner and the back. Other than that, there is no difference. It's not blurry, not fuzzy, nothing bad about it. I'm just not quite sure why they added their little personal touch of this red mist. Maybe it's, you know, pertains to the Violet Revolution cover being kind of a dark misty red. I don't know. And then the back cover also, they've done that. So here is the 2017 reissue from SPV. And then here is the new reissue here from Nuclear Blast 2024. So they added that and some blood splatter here. And on the bottom, same thing. But yeah, as far as this remaster goes, I'm going to tell you sound-wise, if you already own the original on any format, I don't think you're going to get... there's nothing really... There's no real big difference to me. I did a side-by-side, 3 tracks, back and forth, side-by-side. The only thing I noticed with my ears was the 2017 or my original CD version was a touch more bassy. As far as volume-wise, I mean, they were so close. I didn't have to adjust anything. I heard the same volume when I was going back and forth, but I think they cleaned up. You know, maybe they just brought the guitars and vocals a little bit forward on the remaster. But other than that, you know, let me know in the comments if you noticed anything. So if this is, if you're new to Creator, which in the scheme of things, I really am, I mean, that's probably why I bought this box set, is I've become such a huge fan of this band over the past 6 years. I've been with bands like Overkill and Testament and Death Angel, Exodus, almost since day one, but I'm kind of missed the boat with a lot of the German Big Four. But now I rank Creator right up there in my big personal Big Four, along with Overkill and Testament and Sodom and Creator. That would be my Big Four of thrash if, you know, you combined, you know, countries and things like that. But overall, yeah, but nicely done. There's no complaints whatsoever there. And now I'll show you Hordes of Chaos, and then we'll take a look at the CDs also. So here's Hordes of Chaos. By the way, Enemy of God was produced by Andy Sneap, and it is actually still my favorite of the new, you know, kind of the reinvigorated era of Creator from 2001 till, you know, 2022 with Hate Uber Ellis. But yeah, fantastic album, Enemy of God. If you want kind of the best of both worlds, new combined with old, check that one out. But also, this is a great album too, Hordes of Chaos. Now, compared to, here's the CD. My original CD only has the head of this beast, but we can compare that with the Digipack here in a second. Here's the back cover. So almost the same as the 2017. So gatefold, story write up, just basically in lines with Enemy of God and Violent Revolution. Cool read. There's lots of good information on there, which I enjoy. Let's show you the booklet that came with it. And so none of these pictures are, well, actually some of the live shots are just kind of new additions, but this is something that was in the original. And here's the back cover with those live shots, and then you have the lyrics. So another, what you would call a 4-page booklet with Hordes of Chaos. And then the vinyl, very similar to the Enemy of God one, only this red is a little on the lighter side, more orangey red almost in a way, but with the black and the clear. And then here's the center ring on this side too. Single disc of this one. Now the remaster, again, same boat as Enemy of God. I don't hear a massive difference. So if it just needed to be cleaned up and touched up a little bit, that's what they did. I know remastering is a selling point. Also, it's not always, some big, difference sound-wise. So here, and I already showed that part. I'm going to hold up my 2017, which is also a gatefold, and show you what they've done with this. So again, they've added the red mist in the corners. The original, or the 2017 reissue, is just more black in the corners too. And then we'll go down to the bottom. Nothing there, but they did add it to the back cover, which they, good. As far as the track listing here goes, they kind of moved it from the bottom to the top on the reissue, but a little extra red mist, blood splatter, whatever you want to call it. But other than that, no big changes. The artwork on these reissues is really good. It's sharp, it's done well. It's not some scanned bullshit from a CD, nothing like that. They did a great job. I wish they would have did that on those Testament reissues, spent a little more time on it. I already showed you the booklet too, so now we'll move on to, and like I said, sound-wise, yeah, not a big difference. So if you're just, I guess if you're new to the band and you want to get this set, or some of these remasters when they do eventually come out individually, which I think they will, it's a great set. There's you're not gonna wish that you would have got originals or anything like that. They're just very much in line. But here are excuse me, grab a quick drink. Here are these digipacks, which I said they did not come sealed in there, which doesn't matter to me anyways, but very well done. Here is the first one, Enemy of God. Thick spine, 2-disc, opens up into like a quad. We'll open that up like that. There we go. So what you have in there is the Enemy of God remastered disc, and then you have the bonus disc of that live material, and a very good booklet, which is, I think it's a little more intense than the original. Here's my original CD from SPV Steamhammer. Let me just pull out the cover here, because I'm going to show you there is no difference here whatsoever. Maybe this digipack's a little more glossy. That's about it. But there's the two side by side, and yeah, logo sharp, perfect. Maybe a little darker red here on the reissue, but other than that, just fine. So let me show you this new booklet. Was there anything that I noticed? So basically, just like the vinyl, it's a smaller breakdown of what was going on in the band. A guest musician on here, it says Michael Amont from Arch Enemy was on a song, and just big write-up, and then the cool little collage photos and things like that. Right into the lyrics. Here is the actual center of that gatefold. Cool shot of the band, which the lineup for these two albums is exactly the same. The only difference right now is Christian, the bass player, is no longer in the band. They have a new bass player just on the latest album, Hey Uber Ellis, which is Frederick Leclerc, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But yeah, and sound-wise, just touch louder on this one as far as the CD goes, but it's just the remaster. I don't know, was it totally necessary? Again, we can go right back to that. It's a selling point for sure, but sound-wise, no problem. And let's hold up Hordes of Chaos. So Enemy of God released in 2005, and then 4 years later they came out with Hordes of Chaos. So this is the remastered digipack back cover. Nicely done. There's the spine. I could hold these up side by side so you can have a quick look. Those would look good on your shelf for sure. And again, quad gatefold. So there's the band shots on there. All right, disc 1. Remastered version of Hordes of Chaos. And then I said earlier in the video, this is the one I was kind of intrigued about. This is Hordes of Chaos Remixed. Now, the first song that we were able to hear that they released was the title track Hordes of Chaos. And after I heard it, I'm like, you know, I'm kind of said, what the fuck? Why would they even do this? Because it would be like, how can I describe it? The drum sound, first of all, is actually, it's just, they went ass backwards on that one. I don't know if this is something that was laying around and they decided to bundle this up to throw it out there. But by far, the original version that came out in 2009 is the one you need. This one is just something to hear. The drum sound is it's not quite as bad as Saint Anger, but the snare drum is awful tinny, thin on the bottom end. I mean, you can hear the bass, it's audible, stuff like that, but I think this is maybe just something they had laying around. This would be, if you actually reverse this and this remix came out first, and then they said, okay, we're going to remix it and give you the original, that would make more sense. But to send this out, like I said, it's just probably something that was laying around, bundled up. It's not crap, it's just a different perspective. But I think also on the remix version, the vocals on certain songs sound a little, I'm going to say fuzzy for lack of better words, a better word. But yeah, overall, the remix isn't something you really need. But as a big fan of this band, I thought, well, whatever. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna listen to it anyways. How often will I listen to the remix version? Probably not very often, but there is that. So both of these are great, and hopefully these do get released individually. And you can buy things if you want them, but I don't like when record companies or record companies kind of force your hand and say, okay, this is the only way you're getting this, and then down the line, like I said, surprise, now they're all released individually. I think in this case, they send it out and hope it sells well, and then if it doesn't, they kind of break it apart, put the boxes aside, and just, start selling things off individually. So also in this set, that demon mask, which, whatever, it's a nice little touch. I probably would have traded this mask in for some kind of live DVD, but here it is. And yeah, I can smell that this rubber or latex or whatever this is from here. But yeah, pretty cool. Very well done. It's not cheap ass, that's for sure. So that will go back in the bag and probably just sit there. Maybe pull it out on Halloween. We'll see. And then we have these two graphic violence. I was going to call them graphic novels, but they're just more like comic book style. So there's that. And then on the back here, it says to be continued, obviously into number number 3. But yeah, just comic book style. I'm not a big comic book guy. I was when I was younger, but not these days. You can only collect so many different things, right? And here is the third installment of this storyline, and it says on there is no end. So maybe there's a continuation somewhere of these sets. And as far as the Violent Revolution set goes, they have there was a problem with that set originally where they had 2 of the same discs in the vinyl set, and they ended up having to send out extras for people. But they've since they've made more, and those are available if you're interested on the Nuclear Blast European site. If you want to complete, have both sets in your collection, that is still available. But what else? Did I miss anything? I guess one thing I'll throw in there is I'm getting to see KREATOR on September 22nd for the first time in my life. They are touring with Testament and Possessed, which I've seen Testament a number of times. Never seen Possessed live, so great bill. I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, and like I said, so far, this is the only way these are available. So if you're just after some individual pieces of what I've shown you, be patient. I think things will come out. And like I said, they're the good old double dipping. I know they get suckers like me, but hope you enjoyed this breakdown of this awesome set from an awesome thrash band. But until next time, stay heavy.